Okay, to start today, I think everybody get 10 points on your points cards. Omar, on your inventory, like on your character sheet, the points card is there. Just in the quantity, you can increase it by 10. That's how we track it.
Alright. Crap. Where's the character sheet again?
So if you go, like, if you look at the top right, like where the chat is, you'll see like a little person. It's the actors tab, and it'll be under the PCs folder.
Alright, here we go. Sick. Alright.
Does anybody want to spend points today? It is 5 points for a regular charm, or I know people like to bank them for the grand charms, which are 100.
Let's see, what do we got?
I'm gonna bank for today.
Bank for today?
Yep.
You know what? I'll get a little one.
You'll get a
What the
little
hell?
one?
Yeah.
For
I'll spend
you,
5.
Squelch, you get a fish charm.
Okay.
What about you, Mr. Beef? You getting a charm today? You charming? I mean, you are charming, but...
I'll bank them. I'm at 50, so
Ooh!
halfway there, you know.
With the note of that, I will note that anybody who wants to re-roll a grand charm, it will cost 50. Although Joda came up with it, and like because we didn't really have a thing in place, I was like, all right, we'll do 50 this time, but or 50 next time. Now that it's established, but this time he had to sacrifice like as if it was a blood chest. He had to lose summon a stat.
That's tough.
Yeah. I'm assuming everybody else is banking. Nobody jumped out to be
I'll
like,
take a little one.
oh, you want a little one, Johnathan?
Yeah,
Okay.
give me a little baby one.
You get
Just-
the feather charm.
Cool.
Tabok, you will notice that on your character sheet you have a couple charms. I think we rolled them when we did your dice rolls and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'll find those in my inventory, right?
That's right. Yeah, and you'll find that they have like different abilities. They are temporary abilities. So like once you use a charm, it'll tell you. Like the delicious spices one you have is 3 times you can use it before it disappears. The wisdom one you can use it once. If you have an excess of charms, go like at some point in time, say you want to get rid of a bunch that you just don't have a use for, you can get rid of 3 charms to roll a new one.
All right.
Yeah, you'll get used to them in time. It's part of it's just an alternate reward system because we don't use experience. And while milestones are nice, I know it's nice to still feel that little bit of like, you know, like you get points for showing up, points for cool things during the game. It's a way for me to reward you in an alternate way. Speaking of which, everybody can, of course, it's the start of the session, so make sure that you have inspiration on your character sheet. For you, Omar, if you look on your character sheet right next to your like picture, you'll see like a little D20. If you click on that, it'll start to glow. That means that you have inspiration. During the game, you can use your inspiration to re-roll any one roll. You can also donate that inspiration to let like one of your companions re-roll. Makes things a little bit interesting.
All right.
With the recap, the gang started off at the end of their fight, taking the mech back for the Ouroboros mech back. Johnathan got a glimpse of everything, like all of the information about the space station, able to see into the cameras and kind of like look into the recordings for the cameras too. They had taken a couple of hostages that were still alive and headed to the vault because they had gotten the password for the vault, where they found some useful items including new armor, stun batons, a mech case, and a strange eye. As they started spreading out the loot, they debated what to do with the eye, originally thinking about removing one of Jonathan's eyes, but instead deciding that it would be much easier for Squelch, who was a slime and doesn't really have empty eye sockets. His whole body is just an empty eye socket, which is really unsettling when you think about it. Seeing Lieutenant Starbreeze, the specially dressed honor guard, checking on some soldiers in the south part of the station, the crew headed to meet him and see if they could negotiate. The hostages that they had taken offered to join the crew, mostly out of self-preservation, and introduced themselves as Jev and Mindel, and gave a little more insight to some of the issues happening with the power struggle on the ship, with speculation that the commander was working with people who invaded their ship, and saying that they were a little strange and were talking about a Void Mother. You saved the hostages in the southern rest area by just like Johnathan walking in this giant mech and like looking at the guards and be like, sit down. You then introduced yourselves to Garland Starbreeze, or as he liked to be called, Gar for short. He explained that they were attacked by a group called the Void Seekers, and they appear to be some kind of energy beings that were after the princess. Gar agrees to work with the team and take back the station as well as defeat the commander. We ended the session entering the captain's quarters to try and rescue Captain Liara, with the honor guard, one of the honor guard in a mech, about to fire a shot at Starbreeze, after he was like, stand down, this isn't right, and the honor guard, being a little bit more loyal to the commander, is turning on him. As he is about to fire that shot, we're actually going to wind back the clock. Before even the arrival of the prince, Tabok, we're going to start before we even get here. Who are you? Give me a little description of your character, and where were you prior to attaching your ship to the Astral Elf's ship?
So, Tabok. I'm kind of a mercenary for hire, hailing from like a distant water planet type place, and I'm really technologically inclined. I've been kind of into the whole thing of hacking for a very long time, and I learned the ins and outs of all that. Got really good at it. Became one of the best hackers around. I'm also kind of a mercenary. Like, before this, I was kind of doing a job protecting some kind of dignitary. I don't even remember what his name was, to be honest. But I just had to make sure he had to get to one system. So I'm kind of in between jobs. But I heard something pretty interesting about this crew. So that's why I decided to kind of just hitch a ride here.
Yeah, and what you would have what you would have specifically heard is, on, especially now, like out of a job, looking for any kind of like source of quick money, you didn't hear the crew on the ship, but you heard the communication of the Void Seekers communicating with each other, hacking into their line and hearing them talking about stealing this ship's jewel. And thinking that they were talking about an actual treasure, you attach your ship, this little obsidian crab-like structure. Where let's show this off. You attach it to the bottom of this targeted ship. Not doing anything but observing. You use the cameras within the ship to see that it looks like the vessel for some kind of royalty. They are talking in Celestial to each other in a very casual way, and the conversations that you pick up are an argument between the princess and the commander about how long the voyage is taking, and as well as how many resources are being used to transport the princess. During the argument, there is an attack on the ship. These small, first stealthed vessels fly up and come out of their stealth, and you watch as something like jumps off onto one of the windows and then disappears inside. And looking in, you see as these like strange looking, it looks like they're in a they're in like a full armor, but they have these click seal helmets, and you can tell even like just from the multiple angles that the helmets that they have on don't have a seal to be able to open. It is as if it is one suit altogether. You watch as they teleport around, taking out some guards, and you see from your angle that they try to stab not the princess, but one of the guards trying to defend her with a knife, with a strange glow to it. And when they go to stab, they just miss and stab the princess, and the princess kind of like seizes, and you watch actively as she starts turning to stone. The commander doesn't seem surprised, but he does rough up some of these void seekers and chases them off. And as they disappear and fuck off in their ships, this it sparks another argument. The princess is in trouble. The commander is saying, oh, well, it's too late. She's already dead. There's nothing we can do. A lot of the crew are arguing to find somewhere to be able to get her help as soon as possible. And the argument ends with them deciding to go to the Ouroboros medical station, which is a very famous, like through multiple galaxies, is a very famous place for probably some of the best doctors in the multiverse. The ship flies there, it lands, you're able to stay stealthed and out of view. Once the elves get on the ship, you follow soon after, knowing where you're going. You are a hacker. You need to get access to a computer as soon as possible, and you are able to discern very quickly that there are service tunnels that not only are not on camera, but also will have computer access to be able to get into the rest of the ship. The first thing I want from you, Tabok, is I need a hacking check. Give me a computers check here. And I believe you get advantage because of your subclass.
All right. And that's that's a
in your skills, you should see a computer's skill.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Sorry. Good skill. Computers. Okay.
Now, when you click on, you'll see when you hover over it, there's a little dice to roll. When you click on it, it should give you the option.
Yeah. All right. Advantage.
I could be wrong, but I could swear you got advantage on those rolls.
All right.
It's still
Came up with an 11, looks like.
It's not great. You do get through like the initial systems. You're able to access the basic cameras, but you don't get any audio. You do see that the elves fan out quickly. They spark alarms right away, and many of the people on the space station get into like escape pods right away. Most people get out, but anybody remaining are taken hostage and spread out between the different rest areas. You see that the commander takes control of the command post very quickly. And in doing so, they take this, you see that the princess is taken into this private room. They take the chief medical officer hostage, a portly man, but like stands tall in stature. Like he's obviously got this air of authority. He is taken into the room with a couple of others. It looks like maybe a priestess of some variety, as well as a couple of the remaining medical staff. and nothing else really happens. There's a little bit of a scuffle at one point, not between the elves and the hostages, but between two different elves. It looks like there's one that's wearing kind of fancy armor that gets into a bit of scuffle with this commander before the commander gets into like this giant mech. I can actually show you what it looks like.
Ooh.
You manage to finally get in and get the audio just as you're hearing a conversation between the commander in the mech and the honor guard in the other mech. They open up a private line and you're able to get in without them noticing. On that private line, talking in Celestial, the commander alludes to the honor guard that whether they are able to help the princess or not, the princess is not leaving the medical station. And that they're going to cull the warriors, and anyone who doesn't bend a knee is going to get thrown out of a vacuum lock and can endure space. Then the crew of the prince arrives. You're able to see on the cameras several different strange figures. There's a slime. It looks like a slime. Like
Baba Booey.
the shape, I think, for Squelch, you're just like primarily in that kind of gelatinous cube shape, right?
His shape tends to shift a little bit. That's just the picture that I'm using. Sometimes I'm a cube, sometimes a little more amorphous and rounded.
Yeah. You see like a robotic figure. You see a small bright fairy. Hold on, we'll give it a beef. This isn't, I don't, that's his combat form, but I think he was in his regular form, which is a lot more friendly looking.
Yeah, that was like more of a placeholder because I couldn't find a picture. But yeah, that's what more it looks like.
Baba Booey.
1970s robot butler.
Baba Booey.
There we go.
And finally you see some humanoid, like looks like
Baba Booey.
almost too generically human. They slide down the same ropes that the elves took in, and you watch as they look around. There's bodies that you did not notice before that are littering the west hallway, and you see a sword, this strange looking, almost like bastard sword, that is just sitting and hovering and waiting until the human reaches over and picks it up and immediately just gets like completely jacked, like Dragon Ball level buff. In the audio, you hear them talking, and they're saying strange things. They at one point create this strange ointment concoction that they give to one of the elves for their jock itch. You watch them make friends with like an old lady who is one of the hostages who wields a warhammer and seems to be able to cast healing magics of some variety. You watch them take out a bunch of these guards, just absolutely annihilate them. You watch as like Johnathan Jimson, the human guy, cuts one person in half after like just giving like the coldest line I have ever heard. It's just, I was like, yeah, that was it. That really sucks for you.
Oh yeah, today really sucks for you.
Yeah, and then
And
cut
he
them
was
in
having
half.
a bad day, and then I made it worse. But that also made it over, so there's that at least.
They take over, they go into like the dining hall and take this like huge mech back that appears to be operated in conjunction with the sword. You actually get you can find schematics of it. It's called the Guardian of Ouroboros, and like they are bound and designed as part of the space station as a defense mechanism that the captain is supposed to pilot. We eventually get back to our current situation. These guys are about to enter the room where you know one of those honor guards is. As they start to converse, Tabok, you see that you can open a line of communication with the Guardian of Ouroboros. Do you communicate with Johnathan and alert them of your presence?
Not quite yet.
Okay. So you are surveying the scene then at this point. You know you can open up a line of communication with them if need be. Where you would be exiting into the hallway here would lead to the command center, the main command center. So it's not unless you want to go the long way around, your best bet is to, if you want to help out at all, would be to do so through the computers.
Okay.
We'll come back to you as we come back to our current scene. Starbreeze is there beside the Guardian of Ouroboros. You're there pretty much, Johnathan, for an intimidation factor right now. The warriors are not moving towards you, and seeing that you're with Starbreeze, they seem even more hesitant. But the honor guard does not let up. Basically calls Starbreeze like treasonous scum, and is raising a pretty strange looking bow towards him, and it looks like it's about to fire. I'll show that Mac. Now it's aimed at Starbreeze right now. Before we go into any kind of initiative, does anybody have anything that they can or think they can do before this goes off? Or during this exchange while that's happening? The rest of you kind of have a moment. I'll start with Squelch.
Nothing I can really think of at the moment.
Aelita?
I don't think there's anything I can really do at this point.
Okay. Mr. I'll come to you in a second, because you're the closest. Beef. Is there anything you think you can do in this moment?
I mean, it's a bonus action, kind of. It's not a reaction, but I'd still be able to...
I would, if you have something that is a quick, so I'd say a bonus reaction, or a bonus action, or a reaction, or yeah, we'll go with those. I don't think you'd be able to get a full action off in this moment, but if there's something you can do that is like a quick reaction.
I was gonna shoot like because I'm gonna shoot like one of those little blue shields. I was just gonna slide it on the floor towards him.
Towards
to protect him.
Starbreeze?
Like Starbreeze, yeah.
What ability is that?
It'd be the Aegis projection, the bonus action.
Oh,
just like a 10-foot like little barrier right there.
Oh, I like that. How much damage does it have to take before it breaks?
I'm only using one hit die, so it's only gonna have 10.
Okay.
1 times 10 is 10, right? Like,
yeah. Let's.
But it does have an AC of 20. Oh no, AC's 10.
Let's do this. Okay. Okay, that's all I need to know for now. Okay, so you're throwing out a shield. Johnathan, Jimson, are you doing anything?
I don't think I can, now that you said that we couldn't do a full action. I was going to see if I could possibly cast Charm Person on the Honor Guard, but like on the behalf of Lieutenant Starbreeze.
Casting would take too long, because the casting, I think that would be an action.
Yeah, it is a full action, so I don't think I can do anything then.
Okay, yeah, this is just like an in the moment, like, if you've got something you can throw out that might be able to help, that's that you know, like a reaction of some kind. I know on the Ouroboros, I think you have like a shield block or something like that, so like in the moment, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You Beef, see this thing about to fire a shot, and you throw the shield. Let me roll what damage would be. The shot lands. You watch as it shatters the shield, and it comes through, and it still kind of hits Starbreeze, but it gives him enough time to react and kind of sidestep, so it only barely hurts him. He takes the little bit of damage, but turns around and gives you a thumbs up, like, hey, thanks, man.
B3 does the same thing, gives him the thumbs up back.
Yeah. You watch as he pulls out the sword and points it at one of the soldiers and says, "We're not doing this anymore, and the commander's corrupt. You can follow me or you can follow him, but one way or another, I'm ending this." And we are going to... I think we're going to roll initiative. Hold on one second. Let me get everybody into the initiative here. I'm gonna include them, but we'll see. And I'll include your minions too. And then I need... where is my hacker? There we go. In the combat tab, which is the little cross swords, you will see a little die beside your name. Go ahead and click that to roll your initiative, please. And one of you is going to have to roll for Jev and Mindell.
Oh, we are all rolling so badly already. What is this?
This is great.
Right?
Yeah.
I rolled a
Oh
3.
no.
Squelch rolled a 1.
Yay! Nat
I
one
also
twinsies
rolled
with
a 1.
Jonathan.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't me who rolled the 3. It was Mr. Jimson.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't change anything. Everybody else is still above the initiative. It's all 4 of us.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the start of this fight is really going to hurt.
Mhm.
Oh,
Buckle
boy.
up.
You've got numbers right now, anyway.
Even Jev rolled low. But Mendel rolled high, so
Yeah, Mindell rolled a dirty
Okay.
20. That's not terrible.
That's not bad.
I think I gave you guys like full control of them, so you should be able to like do actions with them and stuff. I will leave that up to you to decide who does that.
I clicked and rolled their initiative, but if anybody else wants to take control of one, or we can all control them, right?
Yeah. I'm resolved this campaign, or both of these campaigns, to play less player NPCs. Like, if you guys have party members or part of your crew, I should say, you should have control of them for the most part. I'm already all the bad guys. We're gonna start the combat here. We start with Lieutenant Starbreeze. He was just attacked. What's he gonna do? He looks over at Liara Porter, the captain, and then looks at the honor guard and looks at you, Johnathan, and he's like, I can try and get in from the back, but I'm gonna need you to hold him. I'm gonna keep my promise and rip him out of that thing.
I can do that.
Okay. He hops up onto your shoulder, Johnathan, in the Guardian.
Yeah.
And he is going to... You watch as he, like, lifts his hand, and it's almost like the fingers of his gloves start to glow with a radiant light that forms into, like, a small ball of energy, similar to kind of what you saw the honor guard do. And he fires, like, this radiant blast at the honor guard. And doesn't hit. Watches the honor guard kind of like, even in the mech, is very quick and kind of just like whooshes out of the way of the shot. Mindell.
What can he do?
Who's playing Mindell?
We could all kind of like command them as a group, like or
Yeah.
discuss,
Yeah.
or like
It
we
doesn't,
could
it
assign
doesn't look
somebody
like
to take.
he doesn't have any spells, so it's basically just like his weapons that we're working with, it looks like.
You've got two
So
sword
he's got a
attacks.
long sword.
Yeah.
Two sword
Yeah,
attacks
long sword,
or
a
two
long
bow
bow.
attacks, and you also you gave him armor and stuff, so they have a little 15 temp hit point shield.
They have the stun batons.
And
could
you
try to
gave them
go make-
stun batons.
Go stun them. Just stun them in.
Yeah.
Because they can multi-attack with the stun baton. That's double a chance to stun them.
Yeah. Well, there is this astral elf warrior just on the other side of the door, so maybe Mindell should like come in and try and defend against that guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I will offer as a kind DM out there is that they are people who know each other, so it doesn't have to be an aggressive action there if you think that they could maybe convince them.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if he could come in and be like, "Hey, buddy, we've joined the good side. You should like make the right choice here." Essentially, is what I'm thinking. Mindell could come in and do. I can't move him at all.
You should all be able to move. Oh, it's because the game is paused. That's my bad.
Haha, it's your fault.
It is. It's all my fault.
Oops. Oopsie daisy.
Is it because Johnathan's in the way?
Might be
I
because
can't move Jonathan out of the way.
might be a weird angle. There, like that.
Maybe. Yeah, that worked.
So you're going the passive route, like trying to convince them to stand down?
Yeah, like joining talking to this astral elf warrior, being like, "Hey guys, like you've got one chance to make the right choice here, but like I've seen what this giant mech guy can do to our elf warriors. You should really join our side
Okay.
for your own health and safety."
Roll or persuasion on Mindell with advantage.
Persuasion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mindell walks up, he's like, "Hey man, like these guys are cool. You already know the honor guards are fucked. Let's just let them handle it." And this honor guard like kind of looks, he's like, "Mindell, like you trust these guys?" And he's like, "Yeah, like they're cool. They're fine. They didn't kill us. We're good." And you watch as the warrior, it did have his hand on his weapon, like kind of takes it away and just kind of looks at the honor guard. Also, honey, the timer just went off.
Oh, I will go get those over there then. Wait a second.
Tabok.
Yo.
You still watching on the console, watching watching the cameras, watch as this starts to unfold, and you see that honor guard fire his shot at the at not the guardian, like the robot, but like the dude there, Starbreeze. You watch as it unfolds, and this robot man throws out this shield on him to protect him, and watches these warriors are starting to kind of like converse and like talk about the situation at hand. It looks like the warriors are gonna step down, but this dude in his mech is like raring to go at these guys.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Now might be a good time for me to actually show myself.
Okay, so you're gonna like reach out a line of communication to the Guardian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right, we'll wait for Ellie to get back there.
It was me. I was here the entire time.
Okay, Sam.
I was literally about to say that. I've been here the whole time.
These hacker abilities are really cool. So you don't get normal advantage on hacking,
Uh-huh.
but also you were covert. I don't mind giving it to you there. Oh, thank you, my love. Okay, so I'm actually just looking at your abilities that you do have. You have like the regular hacking, and then you have like a special hacking option
Uh-huh.
with the overt or covert. And you can hack as a bonus action on your turn. So if you want to do something as an action as well, you have that option. We do healing as a bonus action in this game. So you don't have to worry about burning your action trying to heal yourself if you get hurt.
All right.
One thing I'll also give you, because you've had some time in these systems, is you know that there are friend bots aboard. For people who are in a condition where they have to be like in a healing tank or something and can't use their own bodies, they can still be given autonomy by having them like basically mentally be able to control a friend bot. They aren't equipped with weapons, but they're strong as hell and designed to take a beating. If at any point you were looking to join in the fray, you wouldn't have to do it directly. You could like take over a friend bot if you wanted to.
That's cool.
So that is an option to consider
That's
as well.
like that's like Mindell and all of them, right?
No. Those are soldiers. The friend bots, I'll show you.
Soldiers, right.
I might have to drag it over. They were in the other campaign. Hold on. Let me see if I put them in my NPCs. If not, if it's something you want to do, I can grab one during a break.
All right.
I'll just have to reset the system. I might not have. I will get you a robot. If you want a robot at some point, I will get you a robot. But for this turn, it would be this isn't even a hack. Like there is an open line of communication available. Because the Guardian of Ouroboros is designed for communication with the ship itself. So, Johnathan, you watch as, like, on your screen, in front of you, a hooded figure's face appears.
Hello? If I like whisper inside the mech suit to myself, is it gonna like broadcast outside of the mech suit, or can I like?
Not if you're choosing to have to talk privately, like it's intuitive.
Yeah. I'm just like,
Just don't hold down push to talk.
yeah. I'm just like, hello? Who is that?
Oh, hey, hi. I'm Tabok. I've kind of just been watching from the sidelines here. Do you guys need me to jump in or something?
Are you? Sorry, are you able to? Who are you? What have you been watching? Are you on our side?
Well, I mean, I think I am, but
Well, that's good.
I've just been here the entire time. If you need me to fight, I'll just say the word.
Hey, if you're able to help, we could definitely use help against this big mech guy. If I'm being honest, this is my first time inside a mech suit. It's really cool, but I don't know what I'm doing really. So if you are able to help, that would be great. I don't know who you are. You said Tabok? I'm Johnathan Jimson. Nice to meet you. And I'm gonna like shake my hand out instinctively to like shake his, even though he's not there. And like the mech suit is also going to like
just awkwardly
Alita's
shaking.
just watching the mech suit, like, what is Johnathan doing right now?
All right, you're the only one who can hear me right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like if I announce that we have a secret ally to my allies, then that's also going to let the bad guy know and ruin the potential element of surprise if you're able to help that way. But if you are able to help, that would be great.
Okay. All right. So where am I exactly?
Do you are you on your icon right now?
Yeah.
So you see, like, you're in like kind
Excuse
of
me.
you're in the corridor, one of these
Mhm.
they're basically service tunnels that have like computer access for maintenance.
Right.
If you wanted to physically get to them yourself, you would have to go to the left and then basically go through the command center, or go the long way around to like the center and then go around. It'll take you. You think it'll take you too much time to get there by yourself, but
Okay.
you don't have to physically be there to be able to make a difference because you have computer access of the entire station. So
Right.
from where you can see, I wish I could. You should be able to see the entire station. Like, I had visibility turned off so that if you if you right click and drag, you should be able to drag around the map. Is that right?
Oh yeah, there we go. Yep.
So if you scroll like to the northwest, you should see all of them outside or like in that room.
Yeah, I see them there.
So you have a scope of the current situation. You can see not only from like a camera inside, but also a view from what Johnathan Jimson sees from the Guardian of Ouroboros's vision as well. So you can see the honor guard like right in front. You can see it kind of from the side.
Mm-hmm.
You have options, especially being the techie guy. It really comes down to, I think, creativity at this point for what you would like to do.
Okay. Is there a way? Is there a way I can sort of like manipulate the Guardian?
You want to manipulate the Guardian? Ooh. Manipulate how?
Yeah. Like hit like I don't know. Maybe immobilize it in some way.
Oh, the honor guard.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, you're gonna give me a computer's check against its AC. It'd be as if you were doing an attack.
Okay. Here's check. Do. Just regular roll. 17.
On one discrete, okay. As normal, if you're successful, that weapon.
So 22.
Okay. On that 20, you go into the system and you can do several different things. You can disable one of its weapon systems for a turn. You could disable its vision for a turn. You can make it drop a weapon.
Let's go ahead and make it drop a weapon.
Okay. You guys watch as it takes its bow and drops it after firing its shot. And in Celestial, the guard inside goes, "What the fuck?"
Inside the mech suit, I'm just like, was that you? Nice.
Oh my god, that worked? Wow.
And he is gonna be without his he's gonna be without his bow for now. Until he picks it up. Very cool. To pass your turn, so the combat tracker that has all the initiatives, if you want to pop it out, or if you want to pop out any of those tabs, you can right click on that tab and it will pop it out.
Okay.
I would recommend popping out the combat tracker so that you have it in front of you, and to end your turn, you'll see at the bottom there's like an end turn option.
Okay. Very good.
The honor guard drops the bow, is going to pull its greatsword and step back towards Liara as a threat. Like, pulls out the sword and like kind of like holds it to her and is like, if you step forward, I will kill this woman here.
What a jerk.
That's gonna be his turn. It's gonna be a threat. Uncoordinated is gonna make a wisdom check. Whether he's on your side or not, this astral elf can count. And in spite of this honor guard's in a mech, but you got a mech and one of the best like lieutenants that he knows and a couple of his friends, and he just kind of like, excuse me, pardon me, sorry, I'm gonna get through here. You know what? Real cool. Sorry about that. Oh, hold on. He's just like, I'm just gonna go. You guys said something about a party. I'm gonna go get some snacks. Okay, bye guys. See you later.
Have a great day.
Bye.
And he's just out. He's like, I'm done. This is cool. Good luck. The other one looks at Mindell and is like kind of amazed and kind of looks at the honor guard and says, "You're gonna fight the honor guard and the commander by yourself?" And he's like, "I'm not by myself. I've got my friends. I just made them. They're wonderful. They're not gonna hurt you." This astral elf lifts up his bow, but not at you, and instead towards the honor guard and says, This isn't the princess's guard. This isn't the queen's guard." And is gonna fire.
Not very honorable of you.
Fire some shots at it. Miss. Just hits. Holy shit. You watch as it... Oh, what the hell? You watch as this astral elf fires the first shot and kind of like... It looks like it misses as it kind of whizzes by, but the thing that it hits is like a kind of banner that was hanging there, and the banner drops and kind of like lands on the honor guard's face. And as it's trying to like pull it off of its face, this guy fires a second shot and gets it like underneath one of the like in the armpit of the robot, and you watch as its arm kind of buckles for a second.
Ooh.
Well, I didn't roll in Liara, and she is kind of... She would probably want to defend herself, so let's get her in there. Sherman M. Beefy.
B3's just gonna go flying in the room after hearing like the shot go off and have like this couple shields up, the blue laser shields, 30 feet. There. So right in front of the... Wait, can I cheese that through the wall, or do I have to move back a square?
No,
It's 30 there.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, he's like, oh, excuse me, sorry. Excuse me,
Pardon me.
Mr. Jimson. Mr. Mindell.
Coming
And
through.
yeah, he just has his shields up. And I'll just like plant myself here, like ready myself to if he lunges forward.
Okay. Kind of readying an action to defend if he comes near.
Yeah.
Okay. Aelita.
Oh no. Okay. So he is being a big ol' meanie right now. Where am I compared to them? Okay, I cannot get a good angle.
You're
So
right
I
out
do
in the
need to
hallway right now.
Yeah, no, I need to move for sure. So I'm gonna come in. How far is that? Okay, we're gonna move up there. And he said if we attack, he's going to get her. Let's...
Yeah, he said if you come near, he's gonna stab her. He's gonna cut her up.
Oh, well, that's come near. He didn't... Okay, that's fine. I won't move any closer, I promise. I am, however, going to firebolt him. We are severely lacking spells, my friends. Hello? Uh-oh, did I click that like 5 times? Yes.
Yeah. It should
Little
give you the roll stuff in the chat.
By firebolt.
Whoops!
Ruh-roh.
Oh,
That's a hit.
yay!
That's a hit.
You hurl this firebolt at it, and you see as it hits, or it looks like it hits, but it almost hits an invisible shield that the fire just kind of like splashes across.
Great.
Boo.
Well, I wanted it to do more damage, but alas. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need a long rest. I can't do anything fun right now, can I?
Are you out of spell slots?
Yeah.
I have 6 mana injectors. Am I able to toss you one, or do I have to wait till my turn to do that?
You'd have to wait for your turn to do that, because not only is it like inside your bag, but it's also inside the mech.
Yeah,
You'd have to
Oh,
like
that makes sense.
dispense it to her.
Okay.
All right now we're gonna just have to end our turn because we don't have anything fun, but
I'll toss you one on my
Johnathan
turn
to
now.
the rescue. Thank you.
Jev! My name is Jeff.
Where is he? He's in the hallway.
He's in the hallway. Beside Squelch.
All right, so let's have him move in first, because currently he can't really do anything from inside or outside. I can't move him.
You should be able to. Are you on the actual selection tool, or are you on the measuring tool?
I moved him for you. I didn't know where
Thanks,
you wanted
yeah.
him.
I was measuring. Where'd you put him? Yeah, that's probably good. What can he do? Let's open up his character sheet. Basically, all the stuff is Mindell.
Yeah, they're not unique yet. They won't be unique until they spend some time with the crew and decide what to do with their lives.
I can't wait to
Right.
be part of that adventure.
Well, that does lead
Right.
to something like on the side, like you can motivate them towards doing things as part of the crew. Like if you want somebody to start learning how to be a mechanic, like you can direct their paths
Ooh.
basically for your NPCs, so that as you guys grow, they'll grow with you.
Love
would be really
I
that.
feel like we're going to be a terrible influence on these two.
Can't
Yeah,
wait.
it's gonna be great.
100%.
I vote we have him fire his longbow at the honor guard.
Do
Hell
it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Fire that bow. I think that's a hit. That's a hit. Give me some damage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, with those weapons, these guys hit like trucks.
That's dope.
You get 2 shots with that bow.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's have another one. Mhm.
As a side note, for a grocery store shepherd's pie or cottage pie, that was pretty ballin'. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not upset. He misses on the second one, right?
Yeah.
Beans. Okay.
And then pass the turn. Johnathan Jimson. This dude just dropped
All right.
one of his weapons thanks to this mysterious communique. This mysterious person communicating with you in the mech.
All right. I still have Starbreeze on my shoulder.
Yeah, he's like kind of like, if you like look on the picture, he is like standing on one of the shoulder pauldrons and like holding the thing on the fin on the head to stable himself.
Yeah, because you said I'm like several shacks tall, right? I forget how many,
you are
but
2 shacks tall.
that's a lot of shacks. Okay. So,
Damn it, anything
I'm gonna
to
look
avoid
up at-
metric.
I'm gonna look at right. I'm gonna look up at Starbreeze and be like, "You wanted to go over there, right?"
He's like, if you can distract him, like just keep him from moving, I can try and get into the mech and kick him out of it.
Shot
Okay.
put him.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna like basically charge at the honor guard and wait, how do I access what the mech suit like? Does it
Just
have
double-click-
specific attacks?
Yeah,
and
double click
stuff?
on the mech suit. It's got the
Oh, that was
Guardian of
so much easier.
Ouroboros as a weapon. It's got a shield block. It's got a shield bash bonus action.
Okay, so shield bash would be like if I go up to like I could like basically like just like run up at him and like hit him with my shield.
Yeah, basically, so
Try and knock him
the
off his
Guardian of
feet.
Ouroboros already gets 3 attacks, so you could do like 3 slashes with your sword and then a shield bash to follow up if you wanted to.
All right, I'm gonna run up and do that. That sounds great.
But if you're trying to preserve, like, this will do damage to the mech. If you're trying to preserve it or trying to like get it as something on your side, then you're going to want to try and just hold it down instead of hurt it. So that your options right now are,
Oh, okay.
your options right now are
Yeah.
try to grapple it, which you get 3 attempts with your multi attack, or alternatively you can just start swinging on him like a madman.
Yeah, no, I want to basically like go up and tackle this honor guard. Like it's mech against mech football tackle.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try and tackle him and get him on the ground so that Starbreeze can do what he needs to do.
Sure. Go ahead and
what do I roll for
a
that?
strength check for me.
Okay. For Johnathan on Jonathan's character sheet?
No, on the mech's character sheet. And you're trying to beat a 16.
Ooh.
Can I use my inspiration?
You sure can.
Okay. Do.
Nice. Yeah, you run up to tackle him.
Yeah.
He does get a held attack because he was threatening to attack Liara, but he was readying his sword to attack who came first. So there is going to be one reactionary attack, which does hit. So Johnathan the Guardian takes 10 plasma, but then you lock down and grapple him. You're muted.
Okay, so you said the Guardian, so the Guardian's health goes down by 10?
Guardian's health goes down by 10.
And then he's grappled.
And then he's grappled.
Cool.
Right now, while both of you are grappled, well, you've got him grappled. He can't move. You can, but I'm pretty sure it counts as difficult terrain. Like you would only be able to move half your movement if you're dragging him.
Would that be all I could do on this turn, though? Would that count it? Because I still want to toss a mana injector to Aelita.
I would let you do that before you moved if you want to.
Okay, so I'm going to toss a mana injector over to Aelita.
Yeah, you stick it into this port and it just kind of cannon shoots out at her. Like a t-shirt cannon, but with a plastic object.
Excellent.
Can it shoot directly into me? That would be so dangerous.
Yeah, like a little dart gun.
Exactly.
Can I just dart gun it at her to inject her with it?
I'm gonna be
Fuck,
honest.
that really hurt. Ooh, magic.
I don't hate the idea. However, it is something of finesse. So I'm gonna get you to roll if you want to do that, and not only use that that bonus action to get the item to her, but to shoot it in a way that it injects her. Give me. I'm gonna say it goes off either way, but I want a dexterity roll to make sure that you don't hurt her. This is a dexterity check.
Aelita, do you trust me?
I trust you. Wouldn't have given you that friendship bracelet if I didn't, Johnathan.
Amazing.
Oh, that's not good.
I would like to inspire Johnathan to do better.
Yep.
Fair.
Please roll again. Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
That's
Can I use
worse.
my inspiration?
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just
Yeah.
scream out and be like, Mr. Jimson, aim a bit higher. She's flying 15 feet in the air. And I'll burn the inspiration there.
Oh, God.
Come on. No way.
It's not better. Is anybody else burning inspiration on this?
No. This is bad. We should have just tossed it to you to use on your next turn. We should have just gone the easy route.
Going once.
Nothing we do is easy around here.
Going twice.
True.
So you launch this essentially a gun, with the ammo being a fucking dart gun injector thing. It lands in your neck, but it's not subtle. And as you feel, you go ahead and give yourself a first level spell slot back. But you also take 10 piercing damage as it fucking injects into your neck and kind of not in a good way. It kind of drags a little bit. You feel it. It's like getting a nipple ring caught in a loofah.
Oh my gosh! Ow!
No! I'm so sorry, Aelita!
Had to describe it in a way I knew you'd understand.
Ebony understands as well because he's heard me shriek in the shower.
Can confirm.
I've always believed loofahs were evil.
Yep.
Johnathan, you doing anything else?
I'm so sorry, Aelita. I am gonna try to drag this guy back a little bit. You said it was like how much? Like it was.
It's half your movement to drag him with you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to drag him back a little bit to get him away from this Captain Liara, and so that Starbreeze can get to his back more easily.
Perfect.
Or however, wherever he needs to access the mech suit to pull him out.
Yeah, go ahead and end your turn. Dr. Squelch, medicine woman.
Dr. Squelch, medicine woman. All right.
deep cut.
All right. Let's see. What do I have available to me still?
Kirby.
All right. I don't have any spells left. I had cantrips, but
Yeah, you guys are unprepared.
well, I guess one thing I could do is go over to Aelita and jab her with a healing injector. Because that neck thing looks like it really friggin' hurt.
Everyone is stabbing me.
I'm stabbing you in a good way, though.
Meanwhile, I'm just watching it all unfold and just cringing and just being like, "Ow."
What the fuck?
It's good,
What
it's good stabbing.
What is wrong with these people?
It's either that or something you're like, damn, this is good TV.
Here's some good stabbing. Why did that not actually roll? All right, roll. All right, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to actually roll the healing, so...
Just roll it manually. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know what I did, man. I don't know what I do.
It's fine. It's fine. Well,
Is it, Squelch? Is it fine? I don't think it's fine.
it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Dr. Squelch, I'm having a panic attack.
Everything is going to be hunky-dory. But yeah, 9 hit points back to Aelita. As I jab her in a, slightly less painful way. So that's bonus action.
Thank you,
That's
Dr.
my
Squelch.
action.
I think I've described this before, but like wounds, like small wounds are one thing and healing is easy, but healing is painful. It is literally your body like being forced to stitch itself back together, and whether it's ancient times or in space, it is no different. And you with this like gaping wound that was caused by an injector get stabbed with another injector, and you're feeling as your skin starts to crawl and like almost like hold hands before it like forms back together. It is creepy, it is uncomfortable, but you're healed.
Right. And then I guess with my action, I'll shoot him with a crossbow.
Should have seen what I did to the guy who got radiation poisoning. He left with existential dread.
After this, I'm going to rest in the hot tub, okay? I'm having a day.
Yeah, that's the other thing, Tabok. You have heard them several times mention that they have a hot tub. You know, like in the way that like a rich dude will be like, "Oh yeah, I got a yacht." Like that has been their selling point. It was their selling point to these people that they took hostage. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be crew," and they're like, "Yeah, it's okay. We've got a hot tub. We threatened your lives and killed your friends, but we've got a hot tub."
What a hot tub.
In our defense, we've owned a hot tub for like a day. This is a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
I have a
exciting.
hot tub.
I can't wait to see this hot tub.
It's a
You know,
really
I-
great hot tub.
I went through a lot to get us this hot tub. If you recall,
did.
I was
Oh,
basically
yeah.
swimming
You
in
did.
someone's guts. Okay.
Yeah,
Lots of viscera. It was
very worth
was
it.
an unpleasant. I mean, it was an interesting sight to behold.
Squelch,
Anyway,
you
I
fire
probably
a
missed.
regular crossbow bolt at this thing, and you watch as the bolt like kind of like breaks on this invisible shield, and in spite of it being grabbed and dragged, it still looks up to you and in like perfect galactic goes, "Really?"
Really?
Fuck you, sir.
Go ahead, cast your turn. Lieutenant Starbreeze jumps on the chest of this fucking thing and starts trying to rip his fucking this dude out of it. He's got to make
I'm sorry, I don't have a gun yet.
He's failing right now. Like, you watch as, like, he's trying to be cool. You can tell that he's trying to be cool because he is kind of, like, glancing at the robe mech's face as he's trying to do. He's like kind of like a look at me, look what I'm doing. And, like, gets, like, his sword under, like, one plate, gets his hand under and tries to start prying, and just, like, nothing's budging.
Wait, we have a suit. We must give it to one of our new friends.
Celestial's like, I'm gonna get you out of this, motherfucker. Captain Liara Porter. I need her to make a sleight of hand.
Give her the mech suit.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
she's-
You watch as, like, Liara Porter gets up and she's got, like, these, like, they're bonds. They look like kind of, like, leather-ish, but, like, they're like, these fairly tight bonds, which you can tell because, like, her hands are, like, almost like white from just being stuck there for so long. But you watch as she gets up and, like, everybody is starting to fight around her, and, like, with just one brisk, like, snaps her hands, like, away and stands up. She's like, I've been waiting for a rescue all day. What the hell took you guys so long? It's like, you know how much this guy talks, and points to the honor guard? It's like, he doesn't shut up. I thought I was gonna die from boredom.
I think she's one of my favorite people now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this person sounds pretty badass.
Yeah, she's not holding the sword right now, and, like, normally you have the sword, Johnathan, but you sorry, you have the sword right now. Normally she has the sword, I should say. But you watch as she, like, kicks the bottom of, like, this couch that she was being held on, and, like, hits a button or something, and you see that there's a drawer that slides out, and she grabs a plasma shotgun and turns it and fires it at the honor guard.
I'm obsessed with her. She has great hair. She is so cool.
Yeah, hot and badass. I love it.
Absolutely.
And I'm just watching, being like, "Whoa, that escalated quickly."
Mindell!
We have to give them the mechs. Or the other mech.
I can't give him anything until my next turn.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Jonathan's holding the mech case.
yes.
Yeah. Let's have Mindell also use that the longbow.
Aw, cute kid.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the kitty just living his best life there. It's like, yes, chin scritches, more.
Yeah, this is Rediger. Rediger is a very
Aw.
scrimmy man, but he's pretty chill right now.
I love him.
What's Mindell
He's hanging
doing?
out upside down.
Somewhere
Have
around
Mintel
here is
stroll up
spooky. There's
and
spooky.
attack the honor guard. Or shoot him with the arrow, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Would you prefer a longsword or longbow?
Secret option C, Stumbaton.
Ooh. Could we somehow use the stun baton to, like, malfunction the mech suit that the
Ooh.
honor guard is in, like short circuit it or something to make it easier for him to be pried out of it?
Oh.
That would be excellent.
Oh. Ooh. Ha. I like this. I like this. So here's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and roll the attack. You're gonna have to bring him up close. It's got to be within 5 feet. You can probably take that spot that Jonathan's standing in right now, because Johnathan He's technically there as an observer because he's inside the mech. Oh, now I'm sad at my lack of cat. Hold on. You roll the stun baton. I need to go hunting. I'll be right back.
Me too. I have my support dragon though.
Yes, poor dragon. I'm actually quite surprised at how chill Rudiger's being right now.
He's
Okay,
vibing.
right? Do you have do you want to say hi,
Oh,
Rudiger?
there you are, Jude. You were behind me the whole time.
Well, he's also been here the whole
There
time.
the whole time.
Oh,
Aw.
You're joining this.
More
cowardly-
kitties.
I didn't even realize that
It's a
everyone's
kitty
got kitties.
party,
Yeah, there's
yay.
3.
He's scary.
Kitties. It's the cat party.
Look at that.
Look,
Look
Sophie,
at all
there's
the
Rudiger,
kitties.
and there's Jude.
Jude's like, I don't want to be here.
at least I have my cat ears.
Mhm.
Yes.
You and Kirby have your cat ears. That's
That
Yeah.
counts as
good.
I
Yeah.
got them too, but they don't light up though.
that's like half a cat each
Aw.
at least right there. That just counts.
Yeah.
I found Toki first, but I like my face.
Yeah, she doesn't like being cuddled.
She does not like being picked up, and only Ellie can get away with it. I most certainly cannot.
Yeah. Only because I've had her since she was a wee little baby.
I wear my fear on my sleeve.
The 16 misses, right?
Correct.
Do I have a second attack with the stun?
I'll give it.
Baton?
Yeah, yeah. It is a melee weapon.
Oh.
No!
Mindell, you go, Mindell, go fucking stun him or something, and Mindell runs up and goes zzz, zzz, on a robot, and again, like,
Fuck.
the honor guard's like, I'm just starting to feel insulted, guys. This is my
Oh.
job meant more than this at one point in time.
Oops.
Not anymore.
You're gonna feel real stupid when we beat you.
Yeah.
You can pass Mindell's turn, and then it will be you, Tabok.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I'm still kind of hiding out.
Yeah, nobody else knows about you yet. It's just me who's seen you. I haven't told
Yeah.
them yet about you yet.
Well, I did see
Okay.
you shake the air, so I mean, I know something is happening.
Yeah, you know something's up, but you're just like, what is going on?
Okay.
And also, I
let's
heard
see.
the guy curse in Celestial.
Yeah, so you know he didn't mean to drop the
Yeah.
longbow.
So something's happening, but I'm not smart
Okay.
enough to figure it out yet.
Can I do anything? Can I do anything more to the honor guard and like remotely? I guess for lack of a better term.
Give me another hacking check. Give me a computers.
All right, computers check.
Make him punch himself.
Or can
Yeah,
you like
yeah,
open
yeah.
the mech suit
That's
so
a
that we
great
can pull
idea,
him out?
actually.
Just eject him.
Yeah, can you like eject him or open the
Computer
suit
check.
so that
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get the honor. Let's get the. Yeah. Let's open up the suit. Let's try opening that up, and yeah. So we'll roll that. Oop. That is not a great roll.
I'm gonna be honest, 11 is not great.
No. I beefed that one. Sorry, guys.
it's all good. We've all been getting crap rolls.
You still have your inspiration, Tabok.
Yeah. You know what? Let me do that. Let me do that. I will
Nat 20.
re-roll that.
Yeah, I can feel that nat 20.
Yeah.
It's in the air. Someone's got to get it.
Hell yeah.
It was almost on it. It rolled
Oh,
off.
that's better.
Oh my
But it's so close.
gosh.
And a 19 is
So
what
close.
you
Better
need
roll.
to penetrate this thing's barriers as well. On that 19,
Let's go.
you watch as like on your side of things, crew, Starbreeze is trying to like pry this thing open, and then you hear the as the hydraulics release, and the door just like opens up. And again, the honor guard is like Baby Bjorn inside, like, what the fuck is happening?
Once again, Jonathan just is like, I'm assuming that was you. Good job.
Oh, that worked too? Great.
Yeah. Look, he's open.
Whoa.
I like to think that was like at normal, like normal
Normal
speech.
volume. Yeah, I'm getting
And
too
then it's
excited.
just
So I'm
like, what is happening?
I'm a little confused.
Like, Jonathan, we're gonna have to have a talk about this, but like, whatever. Something's it's working.
Sorry, I'm making you look like you're not quite there, Johnathan. That is your name, right, Jonathan?
honestly, yeah. Honestly, man, this is normal. It's all good.
This is
Oh, okay,
normal.
Cool. Jimson might be slightly schizophrenic.
Can I hear any of the other folks
Oh
talking?
yeah, you have full audio
they can't hear
control.
me.
They can't hear you, but you can hear everything they're saying. You can hear a pin drop in that room.
All right, I'm just gonna say to myself, boy, that Squelch guy likes to say S a lot. He just likes to yeah.
He likes to speak.
What exactly do you mean by that?
It's a situation. You're not there. You weren't there. You don't know my thoughts.
Feeling assaulted right now.
You don't know my thoughts or my thoughts. Cue back to the hot tub party on the ship.
Just basically
okay,
that scene from Hot Tub Time Machine where they're all getting wasted in the tub.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
I love that movie.
Okay, that's all I think that's
So
all
good.
I'm gonna do this turn.
Great White Buffalo. Yeah, go ahead, pass the turn.
Buffalo.
Great White Buffalo.
Why do you keep saying that? Buffalo.
Yet another movie reference that I have no idea what you're talking about.
Lee, you need to watch more media. You need to get on that brain rot train. So many
Yeah.
media.
Yeah, watch both the Hot Tub Time Machine movies
Wonderful
back to back.
movies.
You won't regret it. Well, you might regret it, but they're both fantastic.
You're a fucking nerd. You're a fucking nerd. And no one likes you.
And nobody likes you.
No one likes you. Brassy Astral Elf Honor Guard is like, so I'm actually gonna make him. He's not restrained. He is grappled at the moment, but not enough that he can't get out of it. But he is like strapped in. He's like removing straps and doesn't have a time to grab a weapon. He's gonna basically burn the turn just getting out. But he is gonna use his movement, so he's gonna like leap out of the mech and just fucking back up. Once again, like trying to get near Liara.
Even though she has a weapon and he doesn't.
He doesn't notice that she has a weapon yet. He's just like leapt
Oh,
over
wonderful.
to that side. Because she shot him from the back, but she missed. He didn't even feel it.
That's fun.
The honor guard mech is still in your grip, but like it's not doing anything right now. Merciless Astral Elf Warrior. He's on your side. He is going to move here. He's gonna lift his bow but not fire it yet. And he's going to say, Honor Guard Henson, stand down. You're surrounded.
More like dishonor guard.
Oh.
Sherman.
Sick burn, Jonathan.
Thanks.
B3's gonna I can scoot past him without him attacking me, right? The honor guard.
Yeah, it
he's
is an
restrained?
empty mech right now.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so like slide through. Cool. 30 feet. Yeah, I'm just gonna blast this dude. His one arm that was a shield's gonna turn into like a Mega Man blaster, but blast him.
That's a hit.
Boom.
I'm sorry, Mr. Henson. I'm gonna blast you, and I shoot him in the knee. For 4.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna try to shove him for my bonus action.
I'll push him. Do it. Oh,
He needs to roll.
I know what he needs to roll. Okay.
I say he needs to roll pretty high.
It's not great for this guy right now.
I've just been knocking him prone.
Knocking him prone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like fucking like knock him down to his knees, and he's like, "What are you people?"
We're the captain of the Crown Prince, or we're the crew of the Crown Prince.
Alita's like, well, we have a human. I'm obviously a fairy. You know, we have Squelch. He's Squelch. And just going on telling him literally what we are.
Doing anything else?
No, that's everything.
Go ahead, pass your turn. Aelita.
Great. And he is on his butt, right?
He's on his knees right now.
Good enough. Let's move up a little bit. Okay, and I have a spell slot. Let's see. Let's do a nice Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, you sacrificed a lot for that spell slot.
Yes, I did. Now, if this misses, I am going to scream.
Roll with advantage. He is prone.
Oh! Advantage. Okay. Did that roll? What happened?
Yeah. Ooh. Nice.
Okay.
24 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Is it cold or force damage?
Yeah, let's do force.
So he runs back to try and like threaten Liara. Beef walks up and like takes a shield, like first shoots him with a shotgun, then takes like a shield arm and like bashes him to his knees. And you from the back go, ha! Just fucking fire this force blast at him. Hits him in the chest, and like you hear, you see it, you hear it, you feel it as he goes, "Ooh!"
Perfect.
Go ahead, pass your turn when you're done.
Like music to my ears.
Jev. Jev?
Jeff.
Hmm.
You are all Jev.
Oh, right.
We
Y-
are
all
collectively
Jev.
Jev.
You are collectively Jev. Like Legion, you are Jev.
Just have him move up the 30 feet up here,
Yeah.
We are
and then have him
we are
attack.
Jev. Resistance is futile.
Yeah, let's have him move up.
There we go.
And then he's used the long bow a lot. Let's try using the sword. Or we could try Revenge of the Stun Baton. It might work better now that he's not inside a robot.
If Jev gets a successful stun off on this honor guard right now, the battle is over. To be
He
clear,
can't move.
Jev,
he
Jev,
moved his 30
Jev,
feet.
Jev.
Jev!
Jeff!
He can't move anymore without dashing.
Oh, okay.
He moved 30
Ah.
feet.
Okay.
for this
So-
dramatic moment, I will give you the extra 5 feet.
5 feet.
We'll call it a baseball
Amazing.
slide.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
He's a space wood elf and can move 35 feet. No.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Great reasoning.
That's a hit.
He'd have
Fuck
advantage.
yeah.
See the just crit for the fish.
Yeah. Oh, and
Push
okay.
for it.
So this honor guard needs to make a 13 con save. If he fails the save, he is stunned and the battle is over.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Ah!
He landed
Make-
exactly where he
makes
needed
the
to.
save.
Dang it.
Oh. Love to see
But
it.
doesn't what weapons does he get a second attack with?
The same thing.
Yeah, you go for another stun baton attack. You also have to roll your damage. It does do damage. It's 1d8 plus strength.
Oh. There's damage for that.
6 damage. As he's getting fucking tased now.
He's still got advantage?
He's getting tased by his own dudes. He's still like he just looks up and sees
Yeah.
this soldier helmet and is then getting tased.
Yeah,
tase me, bro.
got to.
16 is not a hit.
Oh, he misses.
Oh,
Yeah, with the advantage, he missed. That's
Ooh.
crazy.
Still,
we
Must-
believed in you,
that's all.
Jev. It's okay. You still got a shot.
Johnathan, Jimson, and the Guardian of Ouroboros.
All right. Can I just walk over and I want to essentially pick him up like he's a cat, by the scruff of his neck, and be like, "You're done here, man. Your coup is over."
Roll a strength check in the mech.
In the neck.
Yeah, and you need to beat. Ooh,
Oh fuck.
a 20. You need to beat a dirty
Oh.
20.
Fuck.
Jeez.
Ooh.
But you
Wait,
will get
hold on.
advantage.
A strength check
With advantage.
with advantage.
Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna say meat beats here. You grapple this fucking guard. Just pick him up fully by the scruff of his neck or like his back, his coat, by it like a cat, and just lean him in close. And what do you say to him?
Have you had your fun? Because your coup is over. And now you're fucked, bud.
He struggles for a second, tries to fight you on it, and then finally just slumps in defeat and looks up and says, "This will not stand, Starbreeze. The commander will have his vengeance."
I'm gonna turn him back and be like, no, no, no. You're talking to me right now.
I don't know who you are.
I'm the one holding you by the scruff of your neck, friend.
Please put me down.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Still tries to resist a little bit. This sucks.
Shouldn't have tried to have a coup.
Starbreeze walks up and he looks over at the merciless astral elf warrior and he's like, "Put cuffs on him now." And they are going to sufficiently restrain him. Fucking late.
Excellent.
Whenever you decide to let him down, you'll be laid on the couch there, and the merciless astral elf will say, I'll guard him and make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Kind of does like a salute to Starbreeze, and then a salute to you and the robot.
Oh my god, thank you.
Starbreeze looks and says, we've only got the commander ahead, so if you want to do any preparation, now is the time.
How much time do we have to work with?
If they're eventually the commander, I don't know. Tabok, you would know. They haven't really moved from the command center. Like, nobody has been in and out of that room. There are 2 people that were stationed at the doors, but they have, like, been ordered not to move. So even with this commotion, they have stood still. At this point, Tabok, do you want to join with the rest of the party?
Yeah. Things have cooled down enough that I'm just kind of like, all right, cool. I think I can show my face now.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move you there.
I'm gonna be like, so guys, you know how I was looking all crazy earlier? I swear I'm not as crazy as I looked. I think we have another ally aboard the ship. There he is!
Hello. Hi.
You're Jonathan's invisible friend, which you're not so invisible anymore.
Yeah, his name's Tabok.
Yes, I'm Tabok. Hello, everyone. I helped a little bit in this fight, and I was talking to Johnathan. I kind of hacked this. I kind of hacked that mech suit he was wearing.
Oh,
Give yourself
good.
credit, man.
Thank
You
you.
helped a lot.
Yeah, I'm a hacker. I was part of a hacker collective, and we kind of hacked an entire planet's defenses, and that was messy. So I had to keep a low profile. That's kind of why I'm here.
Oh, you're part of that group that hacked the planet.
That's
I heard
so
about that.
cool.
It was really cool.
Oh man, when this is all done, I want to ask you some questions. There's this movie on the planet I'm from called Hackers, so I think I know a lot about hacking because I've seen that movie, and so I think it would be really cool to talk shop with you about hacking because I know a lot from Hackers, the movie.
Starbreeze is like,
Actually, our entire
which planet did you hack?
we hacked this planet called Musha. It's called the whole thing was called the Musha incident. We just kind of stole some data and accidentally kind of made their perimeter defense computers, or PDCs, kind of just go haywire. They were left open for an attack, and it almost happened. So they got the PDCs back up and running. Right before the attack could start. But by then we were long gone. But they kind of know it was us.
The Ara Porter takes like a fucking long drag from a cigarette that anybody who's looking notices. Like, we're talking from like start to finish, probably one drag finished this cigarette. Blows out the smoke and says, friend, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
No, it's fine. It was a long way from here. I don't think anybody's gonna find me here. So I'm just looking for another job.
Liara moves over to you. Johnathan looks up and says, you're in my ride.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me give it back. I was looking for you to give it back to you. I just didn't know it was you specifically. I just knew. And as I'm saying this, I'm like awkwardly like getting like my foot stuck in like the.
She kind of chuckles for a second. She's like, we're not done yet. Use it for now. And
are you sure?
She walks over to the honor guard mech. Says, anybody riding this thing?
Nope, all yours.
I noticed you're a little worse for wear. Did you want me to treat your wounds?
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Mr.
All right,
Jimson,
so-
you're kind of standing on me, and like I'm kind of like trying to move out from under the mech.
I'm so sorry. Awkwardly,
Thank you.
like
Ugh.
So Captain Liara Porter is going to get back 5 hit points plus however many hit dice she has. I don't know her relative like hit dice level, so
Oh yeah.
however, yeah. So 5 plus whatever her total number of hit dice are.
While we're in here, we should give the other mech to one of our new elf friends.
I was just wondering,
Yeah.
are Jev and Mendel both equally
Piloting?
like well equipped to pilot a mech suit?
Both of them know piloting, and also Tabok, I believe, knows piloting. I gave you piloting so that
Hey, Buck, do
Yes, I
you
do.
want a mech suit?
Nice.
Yeah, I can take a mech suit. Yeah. I'll
All
do
right,
it. I know how to work it.
I have we just got it in the last room we were in. I found it and I was really excited about it, but I don't know what I'm doing with it. This one that I'm in it's very autopilot friendly, you know. But I can't find it in my
I mean, it's just
inventory.
like, the mech case itself. It's kind of like a Pokeball for mechs. Like you press the button, and you watch as it releases like a cube just smaller than its size that like expands and expands and expands until it becomes the mech.
Sweet.
Pikachu, I choose
Oh,
you.
hold on, it has the wrong token picture.
I'd go
Where's
up
my
and-
tokenizer.
Like, thank you, Mr. Tabok, for the assistance. If you're trying to lay
Yeah,
low,
happy to help.
our crew's probably not the best bet. We're a little loud.
That's okay. Like I said, I'm a really far distance away from Musha, so yeah, they won't find me.
The way you keep saying that makes me feel like they are going to find you eventually. Just
Yeah, we
like how
don't
when
need to worry about
Johnathan
that.
keeps saying that he's a regular human guy and he's not that regular.
I'm just a regular human guy, you guys.
He's a quite extraordinary being, actually. But
No,
these
no, no,
humans
exactly.
these humans must be amazing creatures.
just a regular human guy.
You press the button and this thing erupts out of it. It's the mech that you're seeing on the screen, already equipped with a shield and this really gnarly spear. The chest opens up, and Tabok, you get inside, and it's the same thing. It's almost like these strips of energy like crawl around you and like baby Bjorn you into place. And you're presented with like this kind of like digital keyboard and like and joystick setup.
Cool. This thing's pretty awesome.
Liara like picks
Yeah.
up the giant bow for this honor guard and like gets in the mech, or like gets in the mech and picks up the bow and kind of like does like a couple like kind of like test shots on the wall. She's like, "Oh, I like this thing. I can smoke in here." And the guardian of
Amazing.
Ouroboros,
Probably
she's like,
that's
"Jonathan, have you tried
probably
to light
horrible for your lungs.
She's like, "Jonathan, have you tried to light a cigarette in that thing?"
No, ma'am.
She's like, you get a bunch of warning bells and stuff like that. I it's a robot, not my mother. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Hey.
gosh.
I guess, yeah. I start patting around for a cigarette that I know I don't have, just to like feel like I fit in, and I'm like impressing her somehow. I'm just like,
Ear pressure. All the cool kids smoke, right?
Jev and Mendel look and say, "All right, what do we do from here?"
Well,
two people.
Squelch should totally start smoking cigars.
why?
You have a cigar,
know.
Mr. Squelch?
I'm just thinking of the physics of it.
Did you attune to the eyeball yet? Yeah?
Oh yeah, at this
Okay.
point.
I mean, I sort of, yeah.
Look, Ebony's shaking his
I
head
think we were
yes,
saying that
so
I
you
did.
did.
Yeah, attunement's like
So-
10 minutes.
Okay.
I can't wait to see you use it.
I have a bunch of weird stuff, but I don't have cigars. But would I be able to give one to Squelch? Like, just of all the random things I have, I just say I have a couple cigars.
Roll
What-
for cigar.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you roll for the. We're gonna do a random bullshit roll. We're gonna call
Because
that
I
luck.
even have this, even though this. I spawn in a cigar.
You can activate once per day to weed, water, and care for a field of crops no larger than. What does that have to do with the cigar?
He grows the tobacco in like his robot compartment. I don't know.
I'll give it to you because that's kind of fucking cool. You produce like one perfect cigar.
Do we say two?
Sure, I'll give you 2.
Two. Just because B3 is gonna light one, like the little mechanical sunglasses come out. Smoke when he gives one to Squelch.
I'm gonna make both of you get closer together so I can take a picture for Nelder. He's gonna love this.
I try to put my arm around Squelch, like B3, but he doesn't know. He's like, just grabs him.
I like photobomb it with like the mech suit.
Yeah, everybody get in here. Mindell, everyone. You too, Mr. Tabok, everyone.
Yeah, okay, I'll yeah, all right.
Group photo.
Liara stays in the mech but does like a peace sign.
I might have to back up to get everyone in there. Wow.
Aelita,
Well-
are you should set up like a timer or something and get in
No.
on the photo too.
No, I got this handle. Here, get in here. As Swelch casts Mage Hand and just makes the camera start floating there in the air. Come on, get in on this.
With the,
Yes.
the honor guard still tied up like in the background, like kind of like looking over his shoulder.
Yeah.
As soon as the picture is taken, Aelita is sending it over to Nelder.
Can he make like do we have the facilities on board to make prints of this photo? I want a copy for my wallet.
Yes, tell Nelda we have more guests coming. Tell them get more board games.
Make sure you post it on Space
Yeah, I sent
Yeah.
the picture and then I just put more guests coming heart.
You get back like an exasperated smiley face.
He's the best.
That's wild.
So
Love
sorry,
it.
did you say Spacetagram?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so we have Spacetagram and OnlyPhase.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Only days.
It's a wild, wild universe here, okay?
It is.
Yeah.
So,
Ugh.
after a group photo, which again is very silly in the middle of a war.
Hey, how many fucking army movies exist where like they have like a platoon photo that was like taken in front of their tank? This is our that.
This is our that.
Yeah.
I'm just digging the mental image of the amorphous blob with his fancy ass new eye and a cigar sticking out of somewhere.
Yeah,
I can imagine
Yeah.
also like inside is kind of this weird like smoky liquid thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a heat, like heat rises, right? So it's making like a bubble, like so you're seeing like little smoke bubbles kind of coming off of him at the top.
And he's still got that big smile on his face, like the
Right.
same
I
one in the
just see
picture.
like some like smoky just kind of moving around in there as it kind of makes its way to the top.
Amazing.
That's disgusting. I love it.
For the next little while you might see, some just little wisps of smoke seeping out from wherever Squelch's head would be if he had a head.
Starbreeze is like, you are truly a fascinating specimen.
Thank you.
I like this
I
friendship.
bet you. I bet you say that to all the amorphous blobs out there.
Starbreeze gets a little serious and like looks at all of you and he's like, I am not stopping until the commander is brought to justice.
And we don't plan on stopping until that happens either. And then maybe even
Yeah.
after that.
It's like, you don't have to risk your lives for us.
Oh,
No, we're in it to win it now.
yeah.
Well, I need to make sure the princess is okay.
I agree.
Let's save the princess.
Let's save the princess.
Agreed.
Yeah, save the princess. Save the princess, save the world.
Yeah.
Time to be big damn heroes.
I go to put my hands in for like one of those, like 1, 2, 3, save the princess.
There's a lot of
There's
worlds,
the
though.
princess.
Liara's just like, get tacos!
I love Liara.
She's like,
Yeah,
I'm
she's
really
wonderful.
sorry. I'm so hungry. They gave me like bread, weird bread.
Ooh, can Neldor make tacos?
Oh, and Neldor's not really much of a cook, but he can. You know,
Squelch, can you make tacos when we get back on board?
Of course.
The only reason I
wait.
asked about Neldor was so that they could be ready
I-
when we got back.
I think we've
Yeah.
got stuff for tacos.
I thought we were gonna have Pisa.
We do have to have Pisa.
Yeah, you promised Pisa.
I need to
Ah,
figure
yes.
out a pizza recipe.
The Leaning Tower.
Tacos, I know.
I'm gonna go up to
Pisa.
I appreciate that tacos are universal.
Some sort of earth delicacy.
after she said she was hungry, I'll go up. B3 will like smack take his chest for a minute and pull out like this weird meat. I don't know, it says
Aw.
freeze dried meals. I assume it would be like meat or some sort.
The chest
Could it
opens
be-
up and she like snatches it from your hand. She's like, thank you.
It's like, could it be like better bread? Not like much more better bread than she's been eating, but like
Something with a
Like
little
Wonder Bread?
flavor. Yeah.
yeah.
I
it's
think
just better.
Liara and I are going to be best friends, and I instantly like want to give her my I don't know, what do I have? A phone number? A
Your Spacetagram handle?
yeah, my Spacetagram handle.
Yeah, you guys have
She can't handle the OnlyFans yet.
She'll
We're
get
not
there.
that close right now.
Yeah, bit too spicy to lead with.
Yeah.
Got to test the waters a little first.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Lieutenant Starbreeze. Which way is the princess?
He points down the hallway, and you can see at the like end of the hallway there are these two guards that are just standing there cold. That are standing there like with you can't even see the like through the masks, but like kind of like a cold stance. Starbreeze leads this group, but it is a ragtag group. You've got several mechs like kind of like marching down behind him. You've got Squelch and Aelita. Like, yes.
Can I propose that we have the captain in the honor guard suit lead the way to maybe trick them into thinking it's the honor guard?
That is a good idea.
That is a great call.
That's a good call.
And Jed,
Maybe she.
Jevin Mindell, are you leaving them as well to...
How do we bring them?
Should they
Whoops.
guard the honor guard as well? Or do we just need one guard in there?
It might be a wise choice to leave them with the other two. That way, it's, extra incentive for them to stay on our side. The other people, if the honor guard starts trying to talk to his lackeys and starts to
Yeah.
be all charismatic and convincing, they could be like, no, remember, he's a dick. Those other guys are cool,
Yeah.
etc.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
I'm
a good
pretty sure we good. We got like 3 mechs for this fight.
Yeah.
We got this.
All right, so Starbreeze and this honor guard move up.
But I try to be keeping right up with them.
As they approach, the warriors are like, "Oh, honor guard Henson," and it just cut. The robot kind of nods, and Starbreeze is like, "You know as well as we do that this isn't right. We're taking the post back from the commander." They both look and they go, "Honor guard Henson, is that correct?" And again, it doesn't say anything. It just kind of like nods. They look at each other and they look at the group behind, and they look at the Guardian of Ouroboros there and this other mech, and they're like, "Some strange folk that are with you." Starbreeze is like, "Yeah, they came to help. They're here to help the princess." One of them goes to reach for a weapon.
Rude.
Is anybody doing anything in response?
It's the same deal as before, where it's not long enough to cast a full action, right?
I would give you an action here if you're trying to do something.
I want to cast Charm Person on them.
Okay. Wisdom save 14.
Yeah.
Makes it.
Fuck. Fuck.
Both of them make it. They are
Bean.
suspicious. And you see that one is about to like reach for the door. Again, Starbreeze says, "No, you should probably go." And the other one draws his sword and points it at Starbreeze. It says, "We will alert the commander of your presence." Anybody, I will give it to anybody but Johnathan, who has taken an action at this point. Is anybody doing anything else?
I
Oh.
might do something. If anyone
Yeah, I
else wants to
definitely
go
would.
first, though.
Yeah, I definitely would step up and try to like get like right here if I can. Move there. And try to smack the first one to the south here. Like shove him, sorry.
Okay.
Tough. Which one was taking out the weapon? Was this one here or the one to the down here?
This one, the one that you were trying to smack, was going to open the door. The other one with the weapon was this guy here.
Okay, I definitely use my second. Oh, that's just one action, right? Not like an actual combat or anything.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Aelita?
Um, The one is heading. Do we have one heading for the door, one heading for the weapon?
Yes.
I would like to yell freeze and then send a frostbite their way. Oh boy.
Which one are you aiming at?
Let's do the one with the weapon.
Okay. That is con.
Is this? Why is it not rolling?
Because they have to roll.
Oh, fair.
Makes the save.
Dang it! Okay, well, I tried.
Squelch.
I'm gonna assume there's like a button or something for the door.
Yeah.
All right. I'm creating a bonfire by the button.
You'll be creating it under the mythical astral elf.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
They already tried to attack him with things. I don't feel bad about doing it. Do. Cast spell.
Let's save. That fails. Give me some damage. Yeah, when all else fails, set them on fire.
Yep.
Tabok.
That's it. Fire.
Tabok, you're inside the Lancer, right?
Am I? Yes. Hang on. I can't even really see where everybody else is. 'Cause I'm trying to go down the hallway, but it's like blank. What's going on here?
You can't see anybody there?
No.
I see you.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
Hallway.
Try to refresh.
Yeah, let me try that.
Yeah, 'cause this was like a dark hallway. Like it wasn't lit up.
Yeah.
Or just like the light didn't update.
All right, let's try this again. Do.
If you're in the mech, you're kind of at the back. It is a fairly narrow hallway.
Right.
And you got Johnathan Jimson next to you. Or the guardian of Ouroboros with Johnathan inside.
Sorry, I'm just reloading the page.
Yeah, no worries.
All these mechs, I suddenly have the urge to go and watch Gundam Wing again.
Hell yeah.
It's been a long while.
Campaign's kind of shaping up to be like Gundam meets Firefly.
Yeah,
okay
I was
with
definitely
this.
getting kind of a Firefly vibe from this, for sure. Oh, man, this thing is taking a long ass time to load. What is going on? Sorry, y'all.
That's okay.
It's all good.
Andre's beefy. Always slows my computer down.
Okay. All right. Almost there. Almost there. loading. Okay. Kind of, yes. Yeah, okay. Weird. It still didn't, still didn't update.
Like you still can't see the
Okay.
screen?
Like, I can see the screen, and I can see the hallway and everything like that, but I can't see where everybody else is, and I only see myself in sort of like the dim hallway.
You can only...
Right.
Let me see if I can do something. Can you see everybody now?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
I think I found the problem just as
Okay.
well, just as you solved it.
I had to turn vision
Aha.
enabled on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I had it
Now
off
I
so
can see
that
it.
he could see the whole map.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, fair.
All right. Cool. So, what am I going to do here?
It's kind of like a surprise round to do
What?
something. You've got your regular
Yeah.
options in the mech, but you also have your options as like a hacker as well. You'll still have access to the system
Mhm.
from this mech.
Ooh, can you hack the door so they can't open it?
I was just about to say, yeah, I'm gonna try and stop them from opening the door.
Yeah, give me a computers check.
All right.
That is a lot of things in the future initiative order. It's gonna be fun.
Whoop. Well, that's a poopy throw.
It's not great, but a 10 is what you needed here. You've had access to the systems already. All you're trying to do is lock
Yeah.
a door. And you hear that kind of like ka-chunk as it locks in place. The guy goes to press the button and nothing happens, and then turns and kind of looks like he's panicking.
Hmm. Yeah, how do you like that, buddy?
This one that was drawing his weapon gets down on his knees, drops his weapon, and puts his hands behind his head and says, "Don't kill me." And the other dude follows.
We love to see it.
Will you join us?
Since, since they're surrendering, I guess I'll drop concentration on the fire that the one is now like kneeling in.
Yeah.
Like, please don't kill me. I'll think about it. Crackle, crackle.
Sarbury says, "I'm going to be bringing the commander to justice. If you cannot handle that, then stay out of the way." And you make the offer, like, would you like to join us? And I want you to make the persuasion check, Johnathan.
Do I get advantage since I'm intimidating in my giant mech suit?
And because you've got the help from the lieutenant as well, yes.
Amazing.
They say Lieutenant Starbreeze trained us. We were told to defend this door with our lives, but if he trusts you, then we will join your side. Can I give you control somehow? I have to make them actual people. Let's go duplicate Astral Elf Warrior. ally. Give me a second here. Let me delete these ones. One and two. Testy and Rusty.
Excellent.
We're just gonna shorten that to Testy. And this one to Rusty. You will have control over these ones.
Excellent.
You have control over the door. They're not aware of your presence. Is there any other preparation you want to make before you walk into this room?
We still don't have access to the cameras, even with the hacking abilities.
You can see inside the command center, you just can't see inside the private room. There's no camera in the private room to be able to access.
Okay, what's happening in the command center right now?
They're unawares. It doesn't seem that they're looking at the cameras. It almost looks like they're working on trying to get this thing moving. You've got Astral Elf Warriors and Honor Guard at the computers looking like they're trying to get into the system. And then you've got the commander and just two separate Honor Guards that are blocking the door to the private room. There are 4 warriors, 4 Astral Elf, 4 warriors, 4 Honor Guards, and the commander in the mech.
They all have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean the lights are off?
The lights are on in the command center.
They're on?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't have any suggestions then.
Anyone else?
Are we
Yeah,
ready
I
to
think-
just bust in there, and
Yeah, I think we just need to go for it.
do we want to get ourselves in any particular order, like mechs first, so that we can like charge in there with the muscle? Or do we want to go strategically with the Honor Guard again?
Strategically sounds like a better idea.
Yeah, but I mean, also the mechs will still kind of be at the front with that way too. So
Yeah, so Honor Guard first,
yeah,
Liara's
followed
like
by
a
the mech.
bit of a problem. I don't speak Celestial.
I do.
So
I do.
Being in the Honor Guard, I can't really keep up appearances for very long in the mech.
That's fine. I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of talking, anyways.
Yeah, it's just to catch, like, get them, like, throw them off their guard, and then we'll. Well, we don't want to. We want to do this as peacefully as possible. Who is it that we think, like, the commander is the one that's like corrupt, right? And he's in the private room.
The commander's outside, in the command center, just outside of the private room door, in the mech.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the mech is in the room we're about to go into.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, I think as soon as we get in there, it's gonna be like, jig is up, we gotta start fighting.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna be able to go in and be like, hey guys, this guy
what I'm
that's in the
thinking
room
too.
right now is corrupt. We should turn you guys against him when he's like right there. He's not gonna let that happen. So mechs first, and then we'll go for the mech that's in there.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
All right,
You
Johnathan moves up.
Yeah, you crack the door. I'll let you guys kind of arrange yourselves inside as the scene plays out, but like don't get too far past the threshold. Hold on, where is this one? We'll put this one right here. We'll put, where's Starbreeze? Right here. Starbreeze, like right here beside him. And then you guys can, like, within that, let's make a little boundary square for a second here. Like, anything in that area, you guys can, like, kind of shuffle your way in. As Starbreeze and Liara approach in the Honor Guard mech, and Starbreeze points his cool purple saw sword over to the commander. The commander looks and says, "Starbreeze, I don't care what your argument is, you need to be at your post. I still outrank you." Saying this in Celestial. And he looks and says, "Honor Guard Henson, shouldn't you also be at your post?" Then the Guardian comes in, and then the Orcus, like the Lancer comes in, and Squelch behind, and Aelita lit up, and the commander says, "Oh, I see. A coup, then."
A coup on your coup.
It's your one to talk.
"We are commandeering this vessel in the name of the Queen."
Seems like you're
Oh, go ahead.
commandeering it in your own name, asshole.
"Oh no, this will belong to Adelia." And Starbreeze, like, with the more seriousness than he normally has, says, "You do not say her name." Says, "We are on the ship to try and save the princess." And once again, Starbreeze kind of takes a step forward, and he says, "I'm ending you today. This is over." The commander from inside, you see, like, kind of like an appearance of him. Hold on. See, like, a hologram of him pop up. And says, "So be it. My name is Commander Ils Enin Rehar, and none of you shall be leaving this vessel alive." And let's go ahead and roll initiative. Looks like everybody's in place.
Okay.
Nice rolls. Really?
Wait a minute. Did I seriously not won again on initiative?
I thought that was me for a minute there. I totally thought that was me. That's what my really was about. I totally thought it was me, and it was not. I'm so glad.
You guys got to roll for Rusty and Testy.
Ooh, I want to roll for one of them. Where are they?
I'll roll for Rusty.
If I could find
17.
them.
Right at the bottom of the list.
Okay, if someone else can find them faster, go ahead and do it because I can't find them.
Okay. All right. I got Testy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As this mech gets into like a battle formation, or like a battle stance, the honor guards and all of these elf warriors get up from their seats and start pulling their weapons as well. As combat starts, right before we start, we're gonna take like a 5-minute break. Just run, grab a quick drink, go to the bathroom, anything you need to do, and then we'll start combat, and that'll take us right to the end of session.
Okie
All
dokie.
right.
Jev and Mandela I see in the room, but they're
They're
not.
on the initiative.
I don't see them in the.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Good call.
See y'all soon.
See you in the
There we
next
go. Roll for Jev and Mandel. I can't words today, guys. I'm sorry.
All right, there's Jeb. Did anyone else want to roll for Mandela? Okay, perfect.
This is a damn shame.
He got a 1 too. Man, that's crazy.
That is brutal. All right. We'll
All right.
be right back.
Sweet.
Omar, how you liking it so far?
I'm having a lot of fun.
I'm glad.
It's been a long time since I've been part of a campaign, so a little rusty. But no, this is fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, we play fast and loose anyway. I'm not a rules guy. The basic fundamentals, as long as you're following those, I like to get creative. So, somebody wants to fucking random bullshit something out of their pockets, I might make you roll for it, but that's part of the fun. In the Saturday game, what was it that it was a, one of those Billy bass fishes?
Yeah.
Ellie.
Well, her character, Ellie's character, is a mermaid that is an eco-terrorist. And so she argued that she may have something like that on her character sheet because she's always collecting trash, and we rolled for it, and she got a 20. So sometimes we just I like fun hijinks. I've been in serious campaigns and they're great, but I like when players can be themselves and let loose and have fun and just enjoy their character. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Love it.
One thing I loved in Pathfinder, there was legit a feat for that, for halflings, where they could just have X amount of gold worth of just unspecified bullshit in their bags. It could be oh yeah, I've totally got one of those. And then, just subtract it from the cost and oh yeah, I've got one of those. I've had one all along.
Incredible. The combat tracker is all glitched out when multiple NPC enemies have the same initiative, and I don't know how to fix it. I'm gonna have to go through the test thing and see if one of the mods is doing it or if it's a tidy thing. But this isn't the first time it's happened, so I'll have to figure that out. Should be fine.
Hell, with my initiative roll, I might as well sit here and have a little nap.
Yeah, I hear you.
Jesus, yeah.
Most of us, look at it. It's me, you, Mindell. Which one?
It's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
I'm out of spell slots anyway.
We're good.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine here now.
You got more of those injectors. Johnathan just has to shoot you up with them.
We don't have to do it that way each time. There are more gentle ways to go about it.
Okay.
I could just see it rolling badly, but it comes out backwards instead of point first and hits squelch, and instead of ejecting, it just kind of slurps into him and it's just kind of floating there.
I don't like that.
Just slurp.
This honor guard. He heard that kind of declaration of war, so he's gonna get right into the action. He's gonna start firing off some little blasts at you guys. So many targets though. I think he's gonna go for the Guardian of Ouroboros. Hits. For 27 radiant damage.
Shit.
He'll go for I think they do 2. Multi, yes, they do. Second attack. They're rolling really well. Ooh. There's another
Oh, hard they ever.
32 on the
Stop
Guardian
that.
of Ouroboros.
Ouch.
As they just start blasting your mech to hell.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do healing injectors work on my mech?
No, they do not. No, that requires mechanical repair.
What about the mending spell? I have that as a cantrip.
If you used the mending spell, I would give you a d6 roll.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know.
The second honor guard is going to kind of follow the commander's lead, so it's not moving until the commander moves. Johnathan, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh, we're paused, by the way.
Who was it that fired at me?
This honor guard over by the computer that
The
stepped
coherent
forward.
astral elf?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, buddy, you are picking the wrong side here. We're trying to save your princess, and that guy's doing a coup. And can I cast Charm Person on him?
You could try, but you know now they're hard to charm.
That's true. Does that count as an attack roll?
What?
Casting Charm Person?
Well, yeah, you'd be taking an action.
Cool. I'm going to use my Charm of Accuracy. It's second use.
I don't think the Charm of Accuracy would work here. Hold on one second. Charm of Accuracy specifically says attack roll. It's so you're using.
That's why I asked if it would be an attack roll.
It's not an attack. It's an action. So,
oh, okay.
I thought you meant it in the way for use. It takes an action to cast a spell, but no, that is not an attack.
Okay.
And it wouldn't work on Charm Person anyway because it's a saving throw.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Then in that case, I'm going to say all the things I said, but instead of giving him a chance to choose the right side, I'm going to just fire. Wait, what does the... Where's my mech suit? Here it is.
You got a big old sword and 50 feet of movement.
Yeah, I'm going to run up to him and slash him with the big old sword. Why can't I move? It's not letting me...
Are you on the ruler instead of targeting?
No. Wait. I'm not on the ruler, but I was on the wrong thing still, anyways. Wait, which one's targeting? The one that looks like the target?
The one that looks like a square. The select token.
Wait, that's what I was on. Now it's letting me move.
Okay, then that was I just had to turn on free movement.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna run up on him and slash him with the Ouroboros.
Yeah, and you get it's a multi-attack. You get 3 of the sword attacks.
Hell yeah. Why does it say not equipped and not proficient? It's literally the Guardian of Ouroboros. Did I not click the right thing?
You did not click the right thing. You clicked the right arm instead of the actual sword. Should be at the bottom in the weapons.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, my bad.
$21's a hit.
All right.
Do you hit your attack with the mustard?
Yeah.
Mustard!
Oh, do I need to
Jigs.
do I need to add more dice for that? I forgot
Yeah,
to do that.
3d6 damage.
So I already rolled the 15 damage and then plus another 7.
Yeah.
And that was just the first attack?
That
You
was
said
just
I
the
can
first
attack
attack.
3 times?
Yeah, but you can only lay the mustard on it once.
Alright. I'm gonna attack a second time.
Second
I'm
attack
gonna-
misses.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna attack a third time without rolling damage because I know.
Actually, could I give my inspiration
Sure.
for her to reroll that?
Yeah.
I'm probably doing nothing to do with attack rolls anyway, so it's better use for the big ass mech.
Alright. Sweet.
So you can have my inspiration.
Still not
With the
quite.
inspiration I get a 13.
But this is something you could use the
Oh, well,
charm
we
of
tried.
accuracy on.
Oh, alright, I'm gonna use my charm of accuracy for the third attack then.
Do you want to use it on this one, or do you want to use it on the next one to try and like guarantee it?
Oh yeah, let's use it on the next one.
Okay, so you miss on the second one. So you can just
And then this
add plus 10
one-
to the situational. It'll work this time. All I needed to do was update the shit. I say that, Omar, because before they would put in like plus 10 and it would add the plus 10 twice.
Ah,
Yeah. Good
I
times.
see.
Good times. 17's a hit.
Awesome. That's good because it was literally a 2 that I rolled.
For another 11. You're swinging at it, but you're still kind of fucking around in Johnathan Jimson fashion. So you like doing like moves that you probably saw somebody do with a sword on TV, like just wild swings. And you hit the guy.
I'm a movie buff.
You hit the guy the first time, and then do like just a wild swing over his head, and then just come down the second time. Doing anything else? I think that might be all you can do.
Can I cast a cantrip?
No, you already used your action, and I think you used your bonus action to activate your charm.
Okay, then no, I can't do anything else, so that's it.
Oh, wait, no, you should still have your bonus action. This is just as part of your attack roll, although it is dead now.
Oh, okay.
It's done.
So am I able to cast mending on the Ouroboros or no?
I don't believe so. Because mending takes a minute to cast.
Okay. So then, yeah, no, I'm gonna just end my turn.
Yeah, if you're trying to use mending to repair it, you'd have to do it after the fight.
Okay.
Long Astral Elf Warrior is going to pull out its bow and fire at... There's too many targets here. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's easier. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna be Jev. That's a hit. Jev takes 17 damage on the
Ouch.
first attack. And that is... You gave him armor. It's still only a 14, though. And 23 on the second attack. Oops. Hold on. I think we were both hurting him at the same time.
Yeah, he's taking triple damage there because I clicked it. My bad.
There we go. It should be at 18. So it still fucking hurts. Like, Jev looks really badly hurt from that. Oh wait, Jev, there was a reason Jev and Mindell weren't here, because they were left behind to guard the dudes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they should be back to their
Yes,
garden.
that is
Yeah.
true.
They should not be there right now. They should be guarding. So that's
Yeah, I
gonna
scooted
go
them up.
that's
My bad.
gonna go to Testy then. Rusty's turn. That's you guys.
I'll have Rusty
Oh,
move
yeah,
up
we
just
kinda-
30 feet,
Yeah.
like this way. Scurry up.
Move her
Whoa.
over there. Oop.
Where's it? Right there. There we go. Keep sending me back to the other
Same.
couple guys. Like any other room, just keeps throwing you back.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Same
I
here.
can't see the rest of the combat either.
It keeps like just throwing me back to the other room for some reason.
Hold on a second here. This is Rusty. Are you clicked on Rusty?
No, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
somebody moved Jev or whatever the other one's name is, and since we all technically have control over it, it's probably making us
All go to him.
yoinking
Yeah.
us back there when it gets moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have Rusty move up and he dash for his action, and that's him.
Okay. Oh, this is the other honor guard. These guys hit like a fucking truck. But this one is going to also be drawing its sword. It's going to like meet Rusty. No. It's gonna be going to meet Rusty. Should be like 2 squares back. It's gonna use its full set of movement to go after it. This one over here is gonna be doing the same thing. It's waiting for the commander to move. Aelita.
Alrighty. So, I need to get closer, it looks like. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Aelita. Okay. Move 30 feet.
You're floating above somebody. One of your
I
guys.
am?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're floating above Testy.
Oops.
Uh,
Sorry, buddy. Just flying over you. Okay.
Oh, I'll move you back. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just above him. It's fine. Why can't I see everything? Okay. How far is the nearest bad guy?
The nearest bad guy
The one just
is
to the
60
left.
feet. Oh, yeah, there's this guy over here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, screw that dude. That's just right over there. He's close enough. Let's get him. Let's do
It's not your
Firebolt.
fault. They all do kind of look alike.
They do. Attack.
Oh yeah, if when you like Jeff was getting attacked before, if he brought down, I was gonna like scream like
What the heck?
morale or whatever. No, it's like that one's Jeff. It's like, well, they're wearing the same thing. I couldn't tell.
Okay, I don't think 10 hits, does it?
It does not.
Gosh, okay. That sucked.
Gorsh.
Eatable astral elf warrior. One, two, three, four, five, six. He's gonna take his bow shots on Rusty. That's a hit. For 17, I'll let you handle that. Whoever wants to do bookkeeping for your characters.
I got the damage.
And then we'll roll a second attack. And that's a miss. Yes, that's a miss.
Ooh.
Tabok.
Okay, so again, I can't really see the combat again because that's the perspective is in the room where Jev and Omar. So I can't
You
see
should
where
be
I
able to
am.
click your character and it should drag you back to the room on the initiative
there we
tracker.
go.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. Okay, let's see. I'm still kind of at the back here.
You're in the mech. It has a 40-foot movement speed.
40-foot movement. Yes. Okay. Long Astral Elf Warrior is one of the ones we're fighting, right?
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna move my mech right up to them. And let's see here. Hit him with the War Lance.
Yeah. You get I think you get one attack, but you also get a shield bash as a bonus action.
Okay. All right, so let's roll. Wait.
At the bottom in your weapons, you should see it says like there's a separate like War Lance weapon.
Oh yeah,
if you click on that one, that'll give you the thing to roll it.
Okay.
The arms and legs is just to keep track because you have every mech has slots for each of their body parts so that they can have multiple mods and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. So we roll for attack, and that's an 11.
15 does not hit.
Dang it. Can I use my shield bash?
Yeah. In your actions, you'll see shield bash. You should be able to click on it and roll it.
Yep. Okay.
And it should do a strength check if you hit that button. If it doesn't, just roll a strength check from the mech.
Strength check. Okay. 12.
It
16.
has to roll an opposing athletics, which these guys are not particularly specially good at, and makes it. Jesus Christ.
Dope.
They're just rolling so well. Manages to like you go and like try and slap him with the shield, and he blocks with his sword, like kind of like a cross hold. Doing anything else, Tabok? Oh no, that was your bonus action, your movement, and your
Yeah,
action.
that was my bonus action.
Yeah, you can go ahead and
so
pass your turn.
All right.
Frosty is in his seat. He's going to draw his sword and join the honor guard in attacking the Ouroboros. I think that's a hit. 19. 19 hits. Guardian of Ouroboros takes 4 damage on the first attack. He's going to swing with 2 hands this time. As he gets a full grip on it, and that is a miss. Liara in the honor guard mech. That is speed undefined.
Is Liara still smoking?
Yeah, Liara is still smoking inside the mech.
Okay, good, thank you.
What the hell is happening? It has a speed. This mech is kind of busted. This one in particular, it's not showing the speed properly. It's strange. Okay. 50 feet. She is going for the vengeance shot, so being this far away, she's gonna pull that longbow. Miss on the first attack. Miss on the second attack. Miss on the third attack, just bop, 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 one after another, and you watch as the arrows kind of like smack into the door behind it. Testy! Testy is currently under Aelita.
He's looking pretty hurt. Should we have him kind of fall back and play defensively, or just send him in?
You're muted.
Is he able to heal at all?
Doesn't look like he has anything.
Hmm.
Could just send him out and make like an attack, or maybe he could hit them from here.
Yeah, they've got their bow and
Yeah.
their swords. They don't have any like healing potions or anything like that.
Oh yeah, their longbows
Okay.
600 feet.
Yeah, let's do that.
So shoot at the bright astral elf. When hits,
20 definitely hits.
Hmm.
And that's at the long astral elf?
the bright one here, like this one there.
Oh, bright honor guard. Yeah, minus 19. Yeah, it's a good first shot.
He'll do the second one, the long one there to the left. Now that he can see him, and he's like, "Oh God!" Points to the left.
That's also a hit.
Nice.
Get him, Testy. That'll be his turn.
Yeah, guy's firing off shots like Legolas. Untamed Astral Elf Warrior over here. He's gonna just start moving up with his buddies. But he is gonna get closer to the fray as well. Lieutenant Starbreeze. This is where Lieutenant Starbreeze moves forward a little bit and says, "Warriors, I have trained most of you. You know that the commander is not of his senses and is not does not have the princess's best interests at heart. Join me now. And we're gonna do a thing. Frosty. I need to request a roll.
Oop.
Okay. Eatable. I need to replace Eatable. What is his 14? We're still going to change that back to Eatable. Add him back to the initiative. And his initiative is update combatant is a 14. As Eatable, you watch as he like kind of turns his weapons towards one of the honor guard, and you guys now have control of him. He's also on your side. What is
Awesome.
Yeah.
Why does it say it? It's not Squelch's turn. That messed up the order a little bit. That was Starbreeze's turn. Was giving him was trying to recruit people. The commander got a walk of 50. Is gonna move up. Sees that the honor guard was the one that firing at him. Is like, oh, you're not Henson, and you have no aim, which is perfect.
Rude.
That's 60 feet. It should be within 60 feet, yeah. Aims this like gnarly blaster cannon. Misses on the first attack. Misses on the second attack. It'd be a shame if he was talking all that shit and missed all of these. Goes and pulls and like blam blam blam, and as the like he goes to fire the shots, Liara pulls the great sword from the honor guard's sheath and just slash 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 and slashes the energy blasts like right out of the sky. Sherman M. Beefy.
B3's gonna move up 30 feet this way. I'm gonna take a shot with the plasma blaster. You see his arm transform. Like a bigger laser beam.
You're just like, hey, I
Monster.
got one of those.
And a miss as well.
You could play at this game.
Anybody with a gun right now is firing like a stormtrooper. The room is
Yeah.
full of laser beams that are not hitting anybody.
He like charges it up, it's all up, and he's like, "How about you eat this?" And then he just blasts and shoots the computer behind him. Or the chair starts spinning, he hits it. That's my turn.
Squelch.
Amazing.
Well, 1, 2, 3. It's gonna move up 30 feet. Nice clear line of sight. And he's basically gonna look at the commander and glare at him, and it's like, "Yoo-hoo, I see you." And his eye just starts like pulsing red quicker and quicker. Then it like glows and charges up as a big ass laser beam fires at the commander.
I'm a fire
Heck
in
yes.
my laser.
Amazing.
And he needs to make a dex save, which hopefully he will fail.
That is a 14.
Oh, fantastic. It's a DC 15.
Beauty.
For
That's-
43 points of fire damage.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Fucking Squelch just like rushes up and like unleashes this huge laser that like blasts through the shoulder of the mech.
After being so creepy about it. That I see you haunts my nightmares now.
As he unleashes that blast and like rips into the commander, that is where we're going to end session for tonight. We're right at 10 o'clock. When we come back next week, it'll be the conclusion as you fight the commander and try to take back the station and find out what is happening with the princess. For anyone watching at home, thanks for watching. Thanks for the people who followed today. We'll be back at it next week, and if you can't wait until next week, we have more Sea of Stars with the Moldy crew on Wednesday, and that is a whole different level of shenanigans. So come join us, hang out, and have a lot of fun there. Other than that, we love every single one of you. Hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening wherever you are, and as always, power to the players. Have a great night.